Why? Why are we on Earth? Why are there 8 billion people on this planet? Have you ever asked yourself that question? What is our purpose collectively? Why were you born? Why was I born at an individual level? I understand that these questions are questions that we try to stay away from because we assume that we might not like the answer, or it might be too difficult to discover the answer. But I believe that in these trying times that we're currently going through, I think it's very important that we, as a society, at the local level and at the global level, that we come to a consensus as to what we are doing. What is our goal at the human level? I think that we understand our purpose, our goals, instinctively, innately. But there's some force that is preventing this from realizing itself. And I believe that the goal of humanity is to create a utopia, or get to as close to a utopia as possible on Earth, given the resources that we have, which in this case would be our environment, nature, and each other. Hence the reason why we interact with each other. So I believe that we understand this at an intrinsic level, but there's some external force that is preventing us from coming together collectively to achieve this goal, to create this utopian society, this utopian ideal on Earth, or at least go as close to it as we can. I know some of you are asking, what exactly is a utopia anyway? Is that even possible? These are the statements that I've heard for years. This external force, I believe, has done a great job at poisoning the idea that such an ideal is possible, to the extent that most people don't even contemplate the possibility of a utopian society existing. I believe that a utopian society is akin to heaven on earth. And I believe that if we are to collectively strive for a goal that would benefit not just the individual, but also the collective, then I believe we must strive for an optimal, perfect, ideal society, hence a utopia. And this utopian society is unique because what governs the society is about optimizing the interaction of the people and the environment. It's about having the interaction between man, woman, child, and environment to be as fluid and seamless and frictionless as possible. Now, if we compare that to the current society we live in, we cannot make that statement. We cannot make the statement that the interaction between people and the environment, between individuals, is seamless. It is extremely difficult. Our reality, our society is divided. Everything is divided. Everything is discretized and segregated and classified and organized to the extent that our interpretation of our interaction is that we are all separate, we are all distinct. There's a limited understanding of how connected we really are at the fundamental level. And I believe this has prevented the ability for us to even perceive a utopian ideal, utopian society.